Cookeville Regional Medical Center, the Upper Cumberland's proven choice for healthcare. Here's Jill Bolin.
In part 2 of our Heart and Vascular program, we're excited to share an inspiring story with you of a patient who had a life-altering experience after watching part 1 of our program. Mr. Charlie Moore was at home merely watching television when he happened to view some very important information that changed his life. We'll let him tell you the rest of this unbelievable story.
I was watching the TV, and I saw the commercial that was running on the screen for Cookeville Regional Medical Center. I happened to see Dr. Case, I believe it was, and Dr. Stout in there. And then at the end of it, when he was scrolling down and some of the things, it showed some of the signs of heart attack. As time went on, I went to a meeting in Nashville, and I got sick down there. About 9 o'clock, I started feeling sick again. And then I started to sweat. I started to sweat so profusely that, that's when it jogged my memory about the signs of a heart attack, and I saw that commercial in my mind, and I said, oh, I've got to do something. So Dr. Stout came in, and he said, you've got 2 blockages. One is your main artery in your heart. That's what happened, and I just want people to understand, and you don't have to be young, old, or whatever, but you need to watch those warning signs. I told the doctors in the emergency room, I said, you guys saved my life when y'all ran that commercial. And if it saves one life, maybe it'll save another one somewhere.
Cookeville Regional is proud that our programming made a difference in the life of Mr. Moore and his family. Please remember, if you have any of these symptoms, call 911 immediately.
At Cookeville Regional, heart surgery is a daily event. Our surgeons and heart team combined have over 100 years of experience. Dr. Wilson takes us inside one of the open heart surgical suites and talks about the advances in heart surgery at Cookeville Regional.
Well, we're very proud of our program. It started April 15th, 1998 by Dr. David Wyatt. We've always been very focused on quality. We've always only hired what we consider the best people. And the hospital and administration and all the people involved have always been very focused on keeping the heart program on the very cutting edge of technology. We started doing heart surgery as just regular old heart surgery. Every patient was done with a bypass machine, standard techniques used all across the country. And as other places in the country have added new technologies, we've added the same. Probably our biggest thing we've added in the last several years is robotic-assisted heart surgery. We do several techniques with minimal access heart surgery, where instead of making the big incision people have always associated with heart surgery, where you open up the sternum, which is a great way to do heart surgery, gives us our best exposure. But in many patients, we found that instead of making a big incision in the middle part of their chest, we can make a small incision on either side of their chest. For example, we now do many of our heart bypass cases without using the heart bypass machine. That's called off-pump bypass surgery.
Dr. Wilson recently performed a beating heart surgery on Keith Parrott.
I couldn't believe it, really. I didn't really have any symptoms of a problem. I went in to get my medicine refilled, and the little nursing girl said, well, Keith, you hadn't had an EKG in 3 years. My doctor sent me down for an arteriogram, and it showed up some blockages.
To us, Mr. Parrott's a very special person because we think all our patients are special, and I'm sure to Mr. Parrott, his surgery was a special event because it's a big deal for anybody to have heart surgery. But in the scale of what we do here, Mr. Parrott is fairly representative of what we consider an average patient.
It was explained to us a couple of days before the surgery, and everything just fell right in line, you know, and it was like it said it would be. We were really impressed. I got up, the first day, and then probably the second and third, I walked around a little bit while I was in ICU.
He had blockages in arteries to his heart, and he was restricted from that. He came in and had an operation, had a very uneventful post-operative course, and went home and is going to do great in the future. And that's what you want. With heart surgery, you don't want anything exciting, you want everything to be sort of routine, and kind of every day the same.
The Heart and Vascular program continues to grow at Cookeville Regional. Dr. Timothy Powell is the newest heart surgeon on staff. He explains what drew him to Cookeville Regional.
I knew Dr. Wilson from previously in Memphis when we were training, so I knew that he was doing excellent work. But see the support that he has from the hospital to pursue new technologies and new procedures that can benefit the patients was very satisfying and made me excited to be here. The people that I met when I interviewed here and the commitment that the hospital has to serving the area and to advancing the technology and the procedures that we're able to do here at Cookeville Regional.
Only about 50% of our practice is heart surgery. The other 50% of our practice is divided between general thoracic surgery, which is lung surgery, lung cancer surgery. Dr. Powell's very skilled in peripheral vascular surgery. Dr. Chapman and I both have done fellowships in peripheral vascular surgery. So that's a very, large focus for our practice.
In addition to a talented staff, Cookeville Regional also offers comprehensive heart care for patients once surgery is complete. Open heart surgery patients recover in the recently expanded cardiovascular intensive care unit, and once the hospital stay is over, heart patients have the opportunity to join a motivating program at the Cardiac and Pulmonary Rehabilitation Center at Cookeville Regional.
I had heart bypass, 5 bypasses, no stents. Dr. Wilson did my surgery. They took care of me perfectly. I mean, I had no problems at all, and of course I was scared to death. They make you feel so comfortable, let you know what's going to be happening, and they're just great people, all the nurses and the doctors. And then I started my rehab here, and I've been coming ever since, almost 5 years.
I started up here on the hill in the professional building, and from there we went over to 10th Street, stayed there with them until they moved down here in the lower building, and from the lower building they moved up here, and I'm still here. And the nurses can't get shut of me.
I'm so grateful to everybody at Cookeville Regional. The rehab here has just been marvelous. I feel much better. I've lost weight. I've got more strength now. I'm on my way back. And Dr. Stout gave me a real good report last Thursday, and so I'm just tickled to death.
Oh man, we have a really great hospital now. Just great, and the heart department is great.
This is the tops. Even to me, I would come here instead of going to St. Thomas. That's where I went then. We didn't have this facility. But I think this is a wonderful hospital. Best care that you can get.
Well, from my personal viewpoint, I can tell them after working in many hospitals and being involved with critical care and very ill patients for a long time, that they're never going to enter a healthcare process or system better than this hospital. That at all levels, from nursing, lab, maintenance, administration, everything in this hospital is focused to getting people well.
We hope that you enjoy learning more about the heart and vascular services at Cookeville Regional Medical Center. For more information about these services or our surgeons, feel free to call the Physicians Referral Line at 877-DRS-CRMC or visit our website at www.crmchealth.org. Next, we would like to welcome several new physicians to the hospital's medical staff. First, Dr. Christine Pham, specializing in obstetrics and gynecology. Dr. Grant Roman will be specializing in otolaryngology. Hema Kona, specializing in pulmonology. Vijay Rupan, specializing in pulmonology. And Hunter Hansen, specializing in family practice. For more information about these doctors and any more at Cookeville Regional, call the Physician Referral Line. Is it time for your yearly mammogram? If so, the Women's Center at Cookeville Regional wants to make it easier for you to get this life-saving screening with evening and Saturday hours. In 30 minutes or less, you can have your yearly mammogram completed and potentially add years to your life. To schedule your mammogram, call 783-2222, or for more information, call the Women's Center at 783-2628. That's all from Cookeville Regional this month. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next month as we take a closer look at the Sleep Center at Cookeville Regional. I'm Jill Bowling. Have a great day.
Cookeville Regional Medical Center, the Upper Cumberland's proven choice for healthcare.